The core problem: Microsoft Edge decrypts all the saved passwords in the browser password manager at startup and loads them into the browser's process memory.
Welcome to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and I'll break them down into bite-sized tips you can use straight away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder.
Rise and Shine, it's your dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham, episode number 716. And I have another doozy for Firewall Friday for you. It's not as good as Google downloading a local AI model to your computer and not letting you have access to it, but giving websites and extensions access to it, but it's pretty good. This one is Microsoft. Microsoft Edge, for those of you that aren't certain, Microsoft Edge is the web browser that Microsoft created. It is the successor to Internet Explorer, and it's the one that's built into our Windows machine. So when you go and hit the search button and it brings up that really weird window, that's Edge. And I know a lot of people use Edge. I would prefer people didn't, but they do. And this one, well, hopefully this one is enough that some people will actually say, yeah, enough is enough. We're not going to do this. So Microsoft Edge has a password manager. As I'm sure most people are aware, most browsers have password managers. And I highly recommend, just at the outset, that we don't use the password managers within our browsers. Too much can go wrong. And it's really not a great idea. Use a dedicated password manager. Now, if you are using the password management function on Edge, this is important. For everyone else, if you're not using the password management function on Edge, you should know about this so that when you're talking to someone who is, you can talk to them about this problem and maybe get them to move elsewhere and not use their browsers as a password manager. The core problem: Microsoft Edge decrypts all the saved passwords in the browser password manager at startup and loads them into the browser's process memory in clear text. What does that mean? It means that if you have saved a password into your password manager, when Microsoft Edge loads up, it takes those passwords, it puts it into its memory, its process memory, in clear text, which means anyone with the know-how, and I'm going to go through how easy that is in a minute, can actually see your username and password for every site you've saved. For every password you've saved, it's readable. Now, this happens regardless of whether you visit those sites or use autofill during the session. Unused or never visited site credentials are loaded and kept in RAM, so process memory, RAM, random access memory, for the entire browser session. So if you start up Edge in the morning and you don't shut it down, you have your usernames and passwords loaded into your RAM in clear text. Now, this isn't just some random finding. This isn't just me saying, oh, I've heard this. This has been confirmed by several people. It's been covered by PC Mag, Windows Central, Dark Reading. There's been a whole heap that have covered it, and it was discovered. I'm going through my notes here. I'm sort of scrolling through notes on this one. By Tom Joran Sonstebeistetter. I'm not even going to try running. His Twitter handle is living off the land, but it's got 1s and 3s and 4s in it. He has found it. He found it. He demonstrated it. He created a proof of concept tool in GitHub, which is available in GitHub, to demonstrate just how easy it is to dump these passwords from memory if you have the right access to the computer. And I'm going to come to that one too. So Edge is the only major Chromium-based browser. So Chromium-based browsers, Chromium is the base code that a lot of browsers are written on. So Brave, Chrome, I can't remember the others. There was a couple of others, but Brave and Chrome are two of the Chromium-based ones. Uh, it, it is the only Chromium Brave-based browser tested that does this. All the others load and decrypt the passwords and usernames on demand, or they use better protection. So Edge is the only one that does this. Why is this a problem for us? Well, there's a couple of things. Sorry, there's a fly in here. It's winter. It's coming into winter. We shouldn't have flies. Uh, why is this a problem? Well, an attacker with administrative privileges or malware that can read process memory can perform a memory dump and easily extract these credentials in readable form. This is a much higher risk, of course, in a shared or enterprise environment, or if your device is already compromised. But what it means is that if I'm running my computer and I'm running Edge, and I say to someone, yeah, sure, I'm going to share my device with you. I'm going to give you access to my device, and I'm going to give you admin access. They can now get in and get all my passwords. As simple as that. If a hacker comes out along and you download a piece of malware that gives them admin access to your computer, they can now access all of your usernames and passwords in your Edge password manager. It's not a great scenario. It really isn't. This is one of the ones that you look at and you go, of all of the things on my threat and risk analysis, that would be right up there as high, because how easy is it for a system to become compromised? Fairly easy. The probability is fairly high. I know it shouldn't be, but it is. It's something that we've got to assume is going to happen. How easy then is it once it's compromised for them to get those passes? Extremely high. Almost guaranteed, in fact, now that they know that it's out there. And I can't even say that they wouldn't have known that this existed. The fact that we found it now, or we're being told about it now, doesn't mean that they haven't known about it for a while. Microsoft was asked for a comment on this and asked whether they were going to fix this as a problem, and they call this a design choice for performance and autofill convenience. Their argument is that this isn't a major security issue because it requires the PC to already be compromised, admin access or malware. The browser still requires authentication to view passwords in the UI settings. Okay, so if I'm a user and I come along and I say I want to access my password manager and I've got Edge up, it's going to ask me to give them my username and password so I can access my usernames and passwords, my password manager. But it doesn't ask if you go through this back door and say, just dump everything out of memory, because it's all there. It, I, if I sound like I'm a little bit stunned by Microsoft's response, I am. It is, to me, a major security issue. Regardless of what they say, I'd love to see what their argument is on this one, but it is a major security issue. It's okay. It is a design choice for certain. Performance and autofill convenience. There are some things that need to not be convenient, and that's one of them. Being able to autofill our usernames and passwords, it is very convenient, but it needs to have a little bit of friction so that we keep our usernames and passwords safe. Okay, so some of the broader context on this, because I'm sure some of these questions will come up. Passwords are stored encrypted on the disk, but once Edge runs, and I'm going to say this again, they are fully decrypted in memory. So as long as Edge isn't running, your usernames and passwords are probably safe. And I say probably because nothing is 100% safe in this world. But when it saves them off and it stores them, so the data at rest, I've spoken about this before, data at rest, stored data, is encrypted. They've got to be able to decrypt it before they can use it. But once Edge runs, they are fully decrypted and stored in the memory of your computer. As I said, that researcher who found this created a proof of concept tool that shows and demonstrates just how easy it is to get those usernames and passwords once Edge is up and running. Okay, so things I really need to just highlight on all of this. This is not a remote exploit or a leak over the internet. It is a local post-compromise risk amplified by the behavior of the Edge browser. I'm still concerned about it. It's like I'm just going to keep saying it. It's a problem. If you are looking for something else that works for you, look at Brave. Honestly, I'm just going to say, don't use your browsers as your password manager. Use a dedicated password manager. I use Zoho Vault. There is RoboForm. There's a couple of others as well. I've done episodes on password managers and why they're good and why you can use them and how you can use them and how you can use them for your enterprise and for your team. Use a password manager. Stop using your browser as your password manager. There's just too much risk associated with it. Okay, I think that's about it for this one. Like I said, it's not as good as someone downloading a local AI model to your computer, not giving you access to it, but giving websites and extensions access to it, browser extensions access to it. It's still a good one. I'm kind of sitting here going, that's a great one. I would love to know what you think about all this. Like, do you use Edge at all? Who still uses Edge? I know some people do, and I know some people prefer it because it's easier. My recommendation with all of this stuff is vote with your feet. Go use something else. Use Brave. I'm kind of hooked on Brave at the moment. It's done the job for me. It is doing the job, and they seem very privacy and security conscious. So I might get proven wrong eventually. Are you still using Edge? Are you using the password manager function? Does this piece of information change what you're going to do? Leave comments wherever you are watching or listening to this episode. If this episode was useful, please give it a like, and please share this wide. Share this with your friends. Particularly share this with your friends who are still using Edge and particularly using the password manager. But please share it with your friends who are using Edge. As always, if you need help with any of this stuff, wrangling your tech, particularly your online tech, that's what I'm here to do, the tech wrangler. I do some tech wrangling. I would love to work with you. You can always book a free 30-minute breakthrough session with me. Just come across to askcharlyleetham.com. Click the bright pink button in the top right-hand corner. That will let you book your 30-minute session. I will give you as much value as I can in that time and see what else can be done. If you have already used your breakthrough session, because it is only one per business, per customer/business. If you've already used your breakthrough session and you still want to work with me, thank you. I do appreciate it. I would love to work with you further. Reach out and we will work out how that looks best for you. In the meantime, guys, be safe. Please move off of Edge. Go do something else. Don't use your browser password managers. Go get yourself a good password manager. Have a safe weekend, and I will see you on Monday for Mindset Monday. Bye.
Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.